Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Douglas Valle. As the co-owner of the Cuisine Machine food truck, I present a recommendation today that I believe will be vital and prosperous to the existence of our company. So first and foremost, I would like to thank everybody here for attending this formal meeting. I know it takes a lot to take some time out of your day to be here. So let's get started. As some of you may know or may not know, the food truck industry is a booming business at the moment. Currently, they have exceeded a revenue of over $2.7 billion compared to in 2014, where they made $650 million. This is this information was found from a study conducted by the U.S. Chamber of Commerce Foundation in 2017. Currently, with our operations being located here in Florida, I believe that our contribution to that revenue is almost non-existent. In this presentation, I'm going to aim to provide some insight on the possibilities that could arise from expanding our operations from Florida to Oregon, specifically in Portland. My idea for relocating from Florida to Portland, Oregon stems from three major factors. The first one is pedestrian traffic. The second one would be the demographics found in Portland, Oregon. And the third one would be food truck friendliness. So, now we'll discuss these factors in more detail. To start, let's analyze foot traffic. So, there are three major contributors to foot traffic is a major contributor to the success of a food truck company. One of these reasons is the reason I want to go into Portland specifically in the downtown areas, because downtown Portland is immensely populated. In fact, their pedestrian traffic went up almost 20% in the last year. In downtown alone, they have over 97,000 people that work there every single day, and there's over 5,500 hotels located in downtown Portland, hotel rooms, with an average of an 81% occupancy rate, which is driving more hospitality hotel businesses to start doing some development there, since they're starting to see some growth and more activity in the area. Portland offers a highly amount of populated areas that food truck could park their place and produce a lot of revenue in. For example, there's plenty of street parking around the city. They actually have a lot of different food truck parks, or as they call them, food truck pods, which is a centralized area where a lot of the food trucks meet. They also have a business district in downtown Portland, as well as farmers markets, bars and nightclubs, and festivals, and different sporting events that they have in the area. All these activities and locations are a perfect hotspot for food trucks to really thrive among the people. So let's move on to the following reason, is the demographics found in Portland. So currently, there's a total of 635,115 people located in Portland, Oregon. This makes them the third most populated city in the Pacific Northwest. After doing some research about their age and demographics there, the median age there is around 37 years old. In fact, 69% of their population is between the ages of 18 to 64. And that's right, perfect age gap of most of our clientele that we get with the food truck business. We're looking for people 18 and up, young adults who are coming in from work, or just coming in to hang around with their friends who want something to go eat, or the older adults who are in the business district who are coming out for their lunch breaks, to just anyone in the area looking for a quick bite that's not looking to go into some fancy restaurant at the moment to eat, right? So, in Portland, Oregon, there's also a strong food culture. Now, what is food culture, you may ask? Food culture is the practice and attitudes and beliefs of food. In Portland, Oregon, in fact, they take food culture so seriously. They have a variety of different festivals dedicated to food. In fact, one of them is called Feast Portland. They are partnered with the food publisher called Bon Appetit. They do all this fundraising and different tastings sort of stuff for people to come in and kind of just, it's a food festival, and essentially all the money goes to different nonprofits that help provide food to the local community that needs it. There's also 11 different major food pods. As I said earlier, the food pods are the little hubs that they have scattered around the city where a bunch of food trucks can meet and just set up parking there, and people can come and enjoy all the different variety of foods that they have to offer. So, the following reason why we should move our business to Portland, Oregon is because of the food truck friendliness found in Portland. Now, Portland is actually known to be one of the best places for the food truck industry, and here are the reasons why. When it comes to obtaining permits and license, they have 22 different procedures, 15 trips to offices, meaning they're required to do 15 different trips to different offices, business offices to do some food business. The fees paid for licensing and permits is $1,800 roughly, and overall, amongst other major cities, they're ranked number 8. Now, complying with restrictions, they have 5 different restrictions. They have 0 feet proximity restrictions, which is pretty rare. A lot of the different cities have a certain amount of feet proximities, especially in Florida. I think it's about 45 feet or something like that. Now, in terms of ranks among the other major cities, they rank number 3 in this. Now, operating a food truck in general. They only are required to do 7 trips to city agencies, which is not too many at all, and only require 7 procedures. The average cost to operate your food truck is $5,410. That might sound like a lot, but when you compare it to Orlando, for example, it costs $20,000 to set up your food truck, and you must do 20 trips and 10 different procedures. In this, they're ranked number 1. Now, concerns. One of the major concerns we have is competition. As stated before, I know that the food truck industry in Portland, Oregon is huge. They're well known for it and ranked almost number 1 for it. So moving there, we would see a lot of different competition. However, with the specific food that we have and the value that we bring to customers, I believe we can definitely compete with all these different competitors. We add different flavors and different variety of cultures with our food. Also, Portland's plan for major development. Recently, there has been an influx of migration to Portland, Oregon. This has caused the city to kind of consider developing more buildings and sort of stuff like that, which ultimately could end up leaving less room for the food truck businesses to find parking and that such stuff. So I think the best way we could battle that is to, find areas that in Portland, Oregon that are thriving very well and have a backup plan. So as maybe the city starts developing more, we could expand more into the outskirts of Portland. As far as need be, and wherever we can find parking. Conclusion. That's my whole presentation for today. I hope it was pretty convincing and I was able to provide you guys with some facts. 3 major things to keep in mind after this presentation of why we should consider relocating is because the pedestrian traffic is much better in Portland, Oregon compared to Florida, which is huge for a successful food truck industry. Our desired demographics are more accessible in Portland than in Florida, and the Portland, Oregon area is rated number 1 in food trucks. So thank you so much, guys. I hope you enjoyed my presentation, and I hope you could take a lot out of this and consider my recommendation. Thanks so much.